What is going on, guys? Mr. Rogers here. When we were back in Madden NFL 19, and I'm actually getting pretty good at this. Hate to break it to you. Steelers won, so that puts me at 5-2 now for Monday and Thursday night games. Not really sure what's going on with Madden right now. It's not updating the it's not updating any of the scores of the rosters for some reason. But anyway, Thursday night game is the Vikings at the Rams, and I've always been a fan of Kurt, so I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings. Let's see, we'll do user skills. Time I scoring. Let's do simulation. It is a night game, so we'll do there. And yep, let's go.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll talk to you again at halftime, but for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis,
right.
I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays.
Let's see what old Kirk
if you
can
take
do.
him away,
Yeah.
maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
Mankato's own Adam Thielen is coming off of a 91-catch, 1,000-yard season, and his first Pro Bowl selection. And how about his backstory? A walk-on in college at Minnesota State, an undrafted free agent who made it through a tryout with the Minnesota Vikings, played special teams first, and now is a full-time, big-time wide receiver.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon
There we go.
Diggs. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's see. Yep. Let's try that one out. See what happens.
Cousins on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And Rudolph has it left side.
I hit it too late.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And
That was a freebie.
Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Let's see.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, come on, Cook. You got a block, bud.
Back around the 28. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Got him again.
First carry for Latavius Murray. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Throwing, Cousins.
Oh.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game
let's do
we
this.
talk about momentum. That was a momentum
Let's go ahead and
play
just get it in.
lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Now you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that.
Oh.
And his throw here is going to
Wow.
be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Cousins being chased down.
Ooh, touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much.
Right,
As he's
let's see
marked
what we
down
can do here.
at the 21-yard line. Golf will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
I remember last time when I played him.
Now Goff.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was awful.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Remember last time I played the Rams, Gurley was the issue.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
Ooh.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
All right. Excuse me, sir, you're blocking the screen. Excuse
Back
me.
live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Oh,
Find his man on the outside. And he's going to have
thank
a
you,
first
Madden.
down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
try to go to the closest player, and it puts me at the one behind him.
It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when
Watch
the
this
big
guy.
fella runs routes, it used to be when we were
And
kids, he'd run about
Oh,
3 different
okay. I
routes,
didn't
and
show
that
it.
was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley.
got him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So
And the
far,
big
so
fella
good.
stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley.
There we
And
go.
he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Gurley took
I know most
Goff
of the
took a
time
little
when the
shot
ball's
on
in
that
the
one.
air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Run, dude. Jesus.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Whoop, whoop,
Oh,
whoop.
now he blows him over. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Uh-oh.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A give. This is Cook.
Oh.
And he stopped immediately there.
I didn't work out like I wanted it to.
And it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Make sure he's got enough room to get the 1st down out of it. Where am I going? Okay.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh,
He
no.
misses one that's
I waited too
intercepted.
long.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he returns
Oh.
it here to his own 18-yard line.
God.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The Los Angeles Rams coming back out for their next drive. Let's just take a peek at what they've done so far this year. We mentioned earlier they're 3-0, but it's how they've done it. All 3 wins by double digits.
Yeah, they've gotten after people, and people were wondering how will they start the season because in preseason they didn't show a whole lot and not many frontline guys played. And they've come out blazing, so big credit to their coaching staff. Big credit to the players for having that maturity to be ready to go. And they are pointing towards the Super Bowl, and rightly so. They're winning on offense. The defense is shutting people down. They even blocked a punt on Sunday against the Chargers.
First time they've won those 3 games by double digits since '99. Now they were in St. Louis then, but that's the year they won the Super Bowl. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just
Get
wasn't
back.
one. Congrats to the defense, no game.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And the third down pass falls incomplete.
That was close.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards.
Just gonna let this run on down to the 2-minute warning. That was a nice pass. Watch this thing. Right on the outside shoulder. How about that?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
I'm not going to play around with them.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
To throw is Cousins.
Oh.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Aaron Donald in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of
I have no idea what I just picked.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards,
I'm just
but
gonna
now it's 3rd
try and
and
eat
goal.
up the clock a little bit here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, y'all get on over there.
Play action now. Cousins.
Touchdown.
Get into the end zone. Touchdown.
How about that?
Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph from 10 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Actually, let's go press.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Gurley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Oops. Keep using autoflip. Yeah.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Oh, nice.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, yeah, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. Second down, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Are you kidding me?
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
All right, that's going to be... Yep.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
All right, now I'll go for the field goal.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
Got it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. So we hit halftime with our visitors. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Not looking good for the LA Rams here.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
All right, so I need to keep Gurley inside the tackles.
Figure out what is working and call more of that. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard
that was ugly.
And it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game.
Let's see if it shows my guy.
Best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about them apples?
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
I know that was still legal.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Third and long. It's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They do get 9.
Yeah, he's a little bit short, though.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
All right. Let's see what we can do on this one.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Cousins now.
Oh, crap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I did not mean to do that.
Mark Barron, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now go. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
There we go.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, jeez.
To throw is gone.
Get out of my way, dude. Oh.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hey, we're good.
They go play action.
Oh, dear God.
And he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left.
Oh, my God.
He's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop
Nowhere. Hey, what do you have, 1 yard?
To get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's got his man on the out route.
Oh, God.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Oh, man, that was ugly.
47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And he is
Wow.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Brandon Cooks taking it in. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6.
What the hell was that guy doing?
They had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Fourth quarter, here we
It's the
go.
Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Again, it's Cook.
Oh my God, dude. He just cannot make it to the hole. I don't know what's going on now.
Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got room. And he'll slide
There we
down
go.
to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Just trying to grind the clock out a
Give
little
him
bit.
a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll try to throw now.
Oh, he blocked it.
Damn. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
300. Hey, flipper.
Play fake. Cousins.
Oh,
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
oh man.
Dominic Easley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Just gonna let the clock run down.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away.
There we go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers.
Cover two.
Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the screen. And he's going to
Wow.
go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
How did he think that was a good idea?
Field for USC, Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers
have
to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Oh, man. Dang.
Touchdown, LA!
I just made it a game.
94 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the
Oh, wow. I
ball
thought he was going to do onside.
Let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got
All right,
burned
let's
there.
see what we can do here.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Mark Barron. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
I really don't
So the
want to
Vikings
throw
in
it if I don't have
possession
to.
of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins out to his left. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh,
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
God.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You got the slim lead late in the football, so
Cover
why
two.
are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And I got to take a break.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
So much for that.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. California, we're set for a good finish. We pick up the action in the final 2 minutes of the game. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw.
Got him.
And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now and defensively.
All right, so you know they're going to go for it.
Asking his crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
He's back to throw.
Got him again.
Hit as he throws, goes, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Let's see.
Here we go. Bring the energy. Time right. Hey, yo. He's a hard.
They run it again with Cook. And able to push his way
There
forward
we
here
go.
for a good little gain.
3rd and 1. I can
And
handle
now we're
that.
going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's really got this thing going. All right.
We're going. Let's go.
Let's get him out of there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Got
And
him.
He gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let this bad boy run down to 1.
Hey, flipper. He's a hard.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
There's the ball game.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here
golf
in this
was a
room.
gangster.
And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the
Negative
hard-working
6
men and
yards
women on
rushing.
our crew,
That's
I'm
not
Brandon
too
Garden.
bad.
You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Where did I leave my car? All right, guys. So got the Vikings over the Rams Thursday night, and we will see you next time. As always, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, and we'll see you. Take care.